Welcome to my MasterWorks project video. Before I begin, I would like to talk about one of my areas of study that I had to do to complete this video. Statistics. Statistics are important in everyday fields like politics, medicine, and they are all used to study performance. So I took statistics from all fields of baseball: batting, pitching, fielding, and put them all up into one Connor curve. The Connor curve is a metric that I created that will evaluate a team's performance in the previous season. For offense, I chose the statistic BOPIP. BOPIP stands for batting average for balls in play, and it generally measures how good contact the team will get. If you make good contact, you'll have a higher BOPIP and have a better offensive team. For pitching, I took the statistic xFIP. xFIP is a more sophisticated way of measuring pitching because it also accounts for the fielding behind you. If you have really good fielding, you might not be as good a pitcher as statistics may suggest. So xFIP does a good job of leveling out the fielding so that the pitching numbers are right. For fielding, I took the statistic UZR, or Ultimate Zone Rating. Ultimate Zone Rating measures the number of runs your defense has saved. So, if an outfielder makes a great play and throws out a runner at home, it may add to the UZR, because an average fielder may not have made that play. However, if a first baseman botches a ground ball and a runner scores, it will lower a team's UZR, because it lets up a run. Because all of these statistics are from last year, we have to add a category for new players. Teams may have added a bunch of great players to their team over the off-season, and some other teams may have lost some key players. So I have to add a couple points or take away a couple points to make sure that the numbers are equivalent to what the team can do. And now on to the spreadsheet. So this spreadsheet allows me to create all these algorithms that weight the numbers, because fielding is not quite as important as batting or pitching. So I gave pitching 50% of a team's success, batting 45% of a team's success, and fielding only 5% of a team's success. I also created a floor for these numbers. So for batting, the floor is 30, pitching the floor is also 30, and for fielding it is 0. Once I weight all these teams and algorithms, then I get a number on a scale of 0 to 100 that weights the team's skill. And now with these numbers we've generated, we can pick division winners, wildcard teams, and even the world champion. Baseball is split up into two conferences, the National League and the American League, and each of those conferences has 3 different divisions: West, Central, and East. Now let's go division by division and analyze all the teams. In the National League West, I'm predicting a tight race between the Giants, Diamondbacks, and the Dodgers. However, the Connor curve predicts that the Giants will win with a score of 87, followed by the Diamondbacks with a score of 86, and the Dodgers with a score of 85. In the National League Central, we have the Chicago Cubs winning with 91 points, and in the NL East, we have the Washington Nationals winning with 85. Winning the AL West, we have Houston with 81 points, and for the AL Central, we have the Cleveland Indians with 85. In the AL East, we have another 3-way race between Boston Red Sox, Tampa Bay Rays, and the New York Yankees. I predict that the Boston Red Sox will win with 79 points, followed by the Tampa Bay Rays and Yankees, both with 77. So all of these division winners will move on to the playoffs, along with a couple of wildcard teams. I predict that the winner of the National League will be the Chicago Cubs, the winner of the American League will be the Cleveland Indians, and the winner of the World Series will be the Chicago Cubs. Now you may be wondering, how on earth did the Cleveland Indians make it to the World Series? Last year, the Cleveland Indians were 81-80, which is a record around 500. Which is good, but not great. So, if you were to make your own graph and change the numbers for the maximum of batting to 50 and the maximum for pitching to 45, then the Detroit Tigers would win the AL Central and go on to represent the AL in the World Series. What's so special about spreadsheets is that you're able to change the algorithms so that you get different outcomes. On my spreadsheet, you can make your own metric using the same stats, but weighting the numbers differently. If you think pitching is more important, you can make that higher. If you think fielding is more important, you can make that higher. If you think batting is less important, you can make that lower. Or if you want the more closer statistic, you can change the floor to be closer to the maximum. So come see me and we'll put in your own ideas on how important batting, fielding, and pitching is. And we'll see who you think the winner of the next World Series will be. Thanks for watching. Peace out.